Testing. Cool. Alright, definitely not gonna be late. Wasn't gonna be late today. But anyways. I also don't know what I'm doing today. I'm just gonna start off with warm-ups. Okay. How did warm-up come out as a subtitle? I'm gonna try and get some figures for... Hello Uni, hello Silver. I don't know. I don't think... I'm more tired than usual for some reason today. Couldn't keep my eyes open. Even though I technically feel like I slept more, but okay. Any poses? Pinterest. Okay. Oh, my finger's good. Yeah, my finger's fine. It's actually been fine for a while now. Looks like my stupid taping worked pretty okay. Didn't get infected, which is the big thing. Oh, so crispy, the lines, without anti-aliasing. Ah, okay. Oh shit, it's doing that weird thing where it's my lines, my pen is getting some weird detection issues. Should be fine. I was wiping things down with alcohol, so I think some of the water got into the pen, and then it kind of bugs out when that happens, but should be fine now. I didn't use that much alcohol this time. Just start off with some simple anatomy figures and stuff like that, and then do some clothing forms. Hearing bad or stupid news? You mean like news? Like international news? Interesting. Because I don't have a lot of intake of news at all myself. Let's see. And drawing feels so foreign every Monday. It's because I don't draw over the weekends most of the time, even if I want to. End up playing Genshin for like the whole weekend. Trying to see Fontaine from my own eyes and do the story quest, but I'm too far in the back in the past, so I have a lot of catching up, which took a long time. Let me fix this volume. Why do I have a new ping on Discord? What is this server? Is it a Minecraft server? What is this Discord server that I'm in? Anyways, I don't know what Onyx Client is. What is this thing? Anyways, got slightly distracted. Yeah, is my volume fine? I don't know if I'm mumbling again. Might be mumbling. Anyways, not saying anything useful. Yes, just been grinding. Dude. Am I giving you a headache? Hope it gets better, man. I see. That's just about the best you could do. Just get good rest. Hello, Walnut. Wait, Walnut. Wait, hang on. Oh shit, did I save it? I saw something today that was like that's about something else that had the name of Walnut. Wait, let me see if I can I bookmarked it. Oh yeah, hang on. Let me show it on screen here. So apparently there's this crane that killed like 2 males that she was trying to be paired with, and then Walnut the crane fell in love with a zookeeper. I saw this. I'm like, what? And someone did some art for this. And then in the bottom it says there's like more details. Has died at the age of 42, survived by 8 chicks. I don't know what that means. Human zookeeper whom Walnut regarded as a proxy mate for nearly 20 years. Amazing. That's the first time hearing this. Yeah, Walnut lol. This is great. It's many people's dream, man. Yeah, it definitely happened in Genshin or something. It's like, oh yeah, the penguin one too, right? And then and then the penguin passed, and then they added the penguin's cutout to the anime girl, which is a kimono friend. I also didn't know about that until I saw it on Twitter recently. Man, I don't know what my hands are doing. Played Genshin for 2 days straight. Cannot draw. Holy shit. I'm making good progress on Genshin. I left when I was in the middle of Inazuma. And then now I've managed to catch up all the way to basically Fontaine. I'm just like a couple quests away from finishing Sumeru, and then we can start Fontaine. And then I can experience it for myself. This head looks kind of weird. It's okay. I draw anime heads anyways. I'm just gonna do a few of these every stream before I move on to the main plan, which is just clothing now. So the goal is to just sort of understand some clothing. I have like this whole new what's it called? PRF prepped. It is just basically the stuff I bookmarked at this point. I haven't really gone in and started digging a lot and then classifying stuff into forms because of Genshin. We've got stuff like simpler styles is good for doing just forms and stuff. So we get like simple shadows like this, which gives me an idea of how to add some detail even if the form is not necessarily that tight. Stuff like this that feels very well rendered, like very well thought out in terms of form. Yeah, Genshin anti-drawing on repo. Yeah, like the different games, man, the different buffs. Yes, all of these are from Twitter. These are just things I've collected over the past 5 years. And then I finally managed to sort it out. As before, like the anatomy stuff, eventually I'm gonna dump this onto the... I'm gonna put a link in the Discord and then have it be downloadable. I could do it now as well. It's just that this is kind of raw in its essence. I don't think it provides any more value to anyone else, considering that everyone probably have their own sort of references anyways. The goal was originally to split clothing's form into other different types. I don't know why this is called diaper, but I don't really feel like this is that great. It's supposedly, according to this, there's like 6 or 7 types. But there are some that's like duplicate, right? Like the kind where if you're pinching it by 1 point and like 2 points, it's kind of the same thing. The drop and the zigzag sometimes are kind of the same thing. I can't really read this. This is just one of the images that came out when I Google searched it. So I don't really like this. So we might do some classification ourselves. But I haven't quite figured out what's the best way to do it just yet. Today, most likely, I'll start with Nanoka-san, which is not even in here. Because she's they're kind of a recent discovery. But anyways, we'll get to this in a bit. But eventually, I'm hoping to build up this board to be something that's a little bit more easier to reference. Kind of like what we had for the hair one, even though the hair one was kind of bad as well. The one we did for Ask, because that one was kind of limiting, I think. But ideally, we have a reference board that is very easily usable. We can just look at it and we immediately know that, oh, we want poles of this type. We look at this area of the board and then we get all the shapes we want to get. And then immediately we're ready to move on to rendering or something else that's on the canvas. Trying to streamline it a little bit more before I dump out the Fiora. Anyways, that's the plan for the next few weeks. And then after that, it's interesting. I don't know if I want to keep to the plan of just drawing random anime characters or like popular characters to grow social media. I'm feeling like I probably do some for my own characters. Character. There's like 3 more characters, but they're kind of sealed up until I can get the current one sorted. So one of them is as old as the wolf one that we have, but I'm gonna have to wait for a little bit before I get authorized to do all more stuff with the others. Oh, Pigeon 82. Yes, clothing. Clothing, if we can just get like some idea of the forms, and then it can get us started, and then all the really detailed stuff. Like if you look at the board I have here, so this so-called rendering quality section isn't really all about rendering quality. It's just that I saved these and they're saved because I like the clothing, but I don't really know how to classify them because these ones don't necessarily have like really tight form. I feel like it's more just like there's well, in some cases they do, but in some other cases it's just they're very good at adding details. Like this has very good and clear form. It looks very realistic. But there's some other stuff where it's just all about getting shapes in. So I don't really know what to do with this section, but this section here has a lot of high quality stuff. It's good for using as quality control, I think. Right, yes, silver, yes. Like, this is so tight. Although I think some parts is... I still don't really buy it, the forms, but... And then some of these are like just really strong painting. But yes, this section is kind of dubious. And now I'll just start here. And then over time, I think the fancy stuff will come. Hopefully with experience and more studies down the line. But it will not be the focus for the next few weeks, I don't think. Yeah, actually after clothing, most likely I'll probably... I might need to rekindle my sort of motivation for art a little bit, just by doing some personal stuff. But then after that, I kind of want to do some deep dives into like some artists that I really like. We'll do like study after study after study of one person, so I can grab out everything that I need. Oh, sorry. Did you pin it? Did you dump it in the chat here, or DTB? Do you mean like in the Discord, or? Oh my god, my stupid Discord. Stop. I haven't looked at the R resources thing for a while. Do we have one for clothing? Anatomy, clothing, and drapery. Yeah, we have one for clothing. Then Wana, you're just going at it with the references in all of these threads. Actually, it's interesting because I was looking at Melty Rice channel server the other day, and they have a lot of like reference chats as well, right? Like a lot of reference, different types of reference and whatnot. But for some reason, like I don't have permission. Is it just like only like they can dump it? So I guess it's just a place for them to dump references that they like, which is fine, I think. Yeah, but yes, silver, please. I see. Okay, I think that's fine too. I have something like that in my own personal server where only I can dump stuff, but I think our server is much better in that aspect. We get to build the server together. You guys can dump in all the references you want, and then it's just gonna stay there as long as the server is here. Anyone can add to it. I think that's probably one of the only things that I can really offer, is that the community is small, so we get to do things a little bit more personalized, if you will. Check your Discord. Okay. Ah, yes, thank you. I see. So 2060 secretly I'm into fashion ideas. Ooh, let me see. Is this Pinterest or? Ah, okay. Thank you very much. I'm gonna save this into my reference board here, so I don't forget that the link exists. Oh wait, why is it making it like black color? Can't see it. Okay. Cool. Yes, rise up, gamers, rise up. That's not gonna be the only thing that's rising up with this reference. Oh, am I right? And then like this. Hui. Streamer goes wild on stream. Whoa. Yeah, my tablet. That's the thing, right? Like, I don't want to make it fall just for the sake of it, for the sake of like keeping people engaged. It's like, oh my god, his tablet fell and I've missed it. When is it gonna fall again? Nah, I'm not gonna do that. It's just gonna fall organically if it's going to. I don't know. At this point, something should happen if the tablet falls. I don't know. It's gonna be pretty hard for it to fall, because I do a check before I start the stream, and then when I draw nowadays, I'm very fixed. My body and my movement is very fixed. Oh my god. We should do... If that's an earthquake, I should just keep streaming. It's like, I tried drawing during an earthquake. Here's what happened. That's one hell of a video. And the dedication. Draw a waifu for protection. Yeah, wouldn't that be insane? People trapped under the rubble, but they're still practicing. You know, if you make it, you're a legend. If you don't make it, you don't make it anyways. Someone needs to show the AI bros what's up with actual human artists. Dreamers stayed alive with the power of waifu, friendship, friendship and magic. But what is the quote even? I forgot. Hello, Kirio. Welcome, welcome. Probably move on to clothing after this. These take longer than I expect. Especially if I'm like playing around and joking around. And I'm so tired at work today, I don't know why. I even slept longer than usual. For some reason I just couldn't keep my eyes open. Alright, this would do. Yes, okay, what do I do now? I think I'm gonna start off by, we're gonna definitely be doing a lot more referencing of non-photographs, because I don't know what to do whenever I look at photographs. Clothing is too complicated in real life. I cannot see the forms myself. I cannot simplify the shapes myself, so I'm just gonna borrow from the pros. So this individual has very good stuff. I also have a few others. Sorry, where's my reference again? Lost it. Oh, right here. I'm just gonna delete this. I don't need this here. Yeah, I'm very wary of good thing right now, like we are very time oriented. I'm always looking at the weeks and the months. So when the time is coming, I know that I have to stop. I can at least make the judgment to like not get too involved in certain things. Otherwise, yes, I do have the tendency to do stuff like that. I don't have ADHD, but I can completely understand. Like you do something that brings you to another part of the room, and then you see something else that you want to do. And then, for me, it's not that I get completely distracted and forget the original thing, but I get this insane urge to just finish this thing while I'm here. Then I'll do it, and then there's a 50-50 chance that I forget that what I was there for in the beginning. So, indeed. Okay, let's, I don't even remember what these people's art are like. I'm just gonna try to, actually, let me check off screen just to make sure that these are not necessary for work for any reason. I don't think these people are. What is the best way to do clothing here? If I have an artist that I really like, then we do studies of them while keeping in mind the form. I think that might be the most efficient way. Photographs are too hard right off the bat. And then the Pringle chip shape. Is that is that part of the fundamentals? The Pringle chip. Say it ditto. Say it ditto. cool. Good thing none of these artists changed the tags. I've had some artists change their handle names and then I just couldn't find them again. Yeah, I need to spend more time off stream. Genshin is just taking a lot of my time because I get sucked in. No Song Gang. No Sun Gang? I'm just looking at references here, so I probably won't be able to. Wait, what is this Pringle? Oh wait, hang on, I'm missing a lot of messages here. Of a jumper that's tag where is jumper sewn to another jumper and have 4 sleeves. So okay. Okay. Mentioned in that shape design video. It makes it harder. About the Pringle shape? Wait, what's so special about the Pringle shape? Is this a meme? How to sketch Pringles? We put it in resources? Okay. Thank you. Shape designing. And shape design, the secret fundamental. It's a secret? It's 46 minutes long. This is hyperbolic space. Okay, I'm gonna have to watch this off screen. I don't actually understand. Just by skipping through, I have no idea what's so special about Pringles. Oh my god. Okay, I'm getting like the in many some people design shapes with spatial sense. Easy way to show space. There are no secret Yes, of course. My server doesn't have any mod chats. No way, man. Make things look like more 3D and less flat. Okay, interesting. It's like the secret to the universe, but at the same time, the video felt a little bit like what's that thing called, the golden ratio, where people just try to put it anywhere they can, and we say, hey, there's a golden ratio here. Yeah, I don't know if golden ratio is legit. Sometimes if that's the only thing that is framing the canvas, it sort of makes sense. You like people position like the body or some props or something that actually forms that spiral, and you actually feel the pull into the focal point. But like otherwise, people just put like random stuff at along the lines, and it doesn't really form any flow. And then they're like golden ratio. And then when they draw the golden ratio, it doesn't even cover the entire frame. Yeah, I don't know. My composition just stops at the rule of thirds. That's about it. Who thumbnail for the stream? My thumbnail is... Are you talking about the actual thumbnail that I use for the stream? That's the roadmap? Or are you talking about like the stuff that I'm looking on screen? What am I looking for? The stream. This is the thumbnail thing, the roadmap thing, which is kind of poo-poo. Okay, I think my reference is blocking. Actually, yeah, let me just drop the reference real quick. So, this is my 2025 roadmap. There's on top, there's a bunch of other stuff. There's the reason why we formed this roadmap, but basically, it's meant to just I want to stabilize my style, but I want to build up the fundamentals a little bit more. Some of the more basic stuff like hair, face, and eye, and then body. So we went through all of this. We're on stream, what, number 61? And honestly, the red numbers here is kind of the completion level that I kind of feel like I did. So definitely nowhere close to how I want to be. But and I forgot to update the numbers here. But say for example, body, we really just mostly did like anatomy stuff. I didn't really do form so much. Still don't really know how to shade and coloring and all that. And then clothing, I'm just gonna do form, and then the stuff afterwards. So we were going to do material rendering. We were going to do some color studies. And then I wanted to just draw a bunch over here. So this is about June, I think. Presumably it was supposedly around June. Draw a bunch to stabilize the style and the workflow. Then do some VTuber design since I'm streaming anyways. Oh, thank you. The main study is... Yeah, I still have mixed feeling about calling it a study simply because I didn't really learn so much as just how I can work the complexity. Not so much like learning how they use colors or how they painted or anything like that. Anyways, thank you, Silver. I'm drinking water as well. Yes, and then the blue stuff is all the stuff that I missed from the original roadmap design, and these were added as we did the past 60 streams. And basically, the main difference is that, for example, the anatomy stuff, we didn't really do anything about expressions, like for the face and eye. We don't really do about expressions, which is important for anime. Exaggerated expressions. The hands and stuff, ICSI has a lot of good references for both of these. Materials wise, I just added some details as to like glass and reflective whatnot. Color studies, I think we should probably do value studies before color studies. And stabilization is just kind of junk anyways. The design stuff is exactly what I want to do for design. For example, fashion, we kind of need to know a little bit about fashion, I feel like. Some history and some genres and types and stuff like that. Art deco, that kind of stuff. And then over here, I think specifically for finishing a piece of illustration, we probably need to do some studies specific to increasing details, because illustration, like the eye candy that people put in, there's a lot of ways to add eye candy. You can do graphic design, you can do noise, you can do particles, you can do a lot of fancy stuff. And I've been trying to collect stuff like that as well. So the so-called rendering quality over here, this section here for clothing, is just all the ones that is related to clothing, but I feel like it's basically a way to increase detail. And down the line, I want to do some studies. Like some of these this one here in particular, I think is the colors. The lots and lots of colors, a lot of different small patches of colors, but they form a very cohesive story here, along with the what's that thing called? The texture brushes and stuff like that. And we also have people that are very good at just increasing the rendering detail itself. So the number of shapes in a specific area. Then we also have people that are very good at doing some other stuff, like over here, adding... this one not too much. I think I have more in the other one, the really big the really big one. Hang on, I have to swap it out real quick. So let me save this. So since we're talking about roadmap, I know I've mentioned this a few times over the stream, but since we're at this, I'm just gonna briefly mention this. But this gigantic mass of a PRF board here, there's a specific section here that I just put here because I like the details that they have. So people who add a lot of maybe props, maybe flowers in this case, a lot of frills, a lot of intricate designs. People who are good at graphic design, again, this is graphic design mostly, I think, the backgrounds and stuff. Oh, okay. Yeah, that would be great if we have someone who knows what they're doing. Yes, graphic design. Some other stuff. I don't know what this is. I guess this is background mostly. Some scratching of the surface. I guess storytelling, graffiti, and all that. All these details, when you come to draw it, all of a sudden it's like, oh shit, how do I make it look more busy? How do I make him look more lived in? And I think these things, like, unless I've seen it before, I think it's really hard for me to come up with it by myself. So that's what this section is for. Even like Keats, like simple Tato stuff, which we haven't finished, by the way. We still had this, this study is still ongoing. But even just like this, if you feel like there's a lot of detail. But anyways, a bit of a sidetrack here. So that's that. And then at the end of the year, I kind of want to do some 3D stuff, and that's basically the entire roadmap in a nutshell. The roadmap itself, I guess, isn't available. Wait, it is available. I did dump it in the server once, but it's kind of outdated at this point. And then for now, I'm just going to... So I'm not very prepared today, because I didn't really think too much about all the forms of clothing. But I guess I would just work off of the our reference here. I think I'll just find one type of foes today. Maybe I'll do like a wire mesh thing. We draw like the contours of the forms of how we perceive it to be. And then do a quick render and then see how it relates to each other and then do a few things together. Yes, taking dumps, very important. Wait, there is one more thing. Did I not put it in here? In my reference? I thought I did last minute today. Oh no, I did last minute. I found it. I didn't. Right. I actually don't really know who the artist is for this one. I think I found them once before. And because the rendering for this sleeve is kind of insane. Can I search Google? Yes, I can. Oh no, AI is coming up. No AI, please. Okay, just went to like a Chinese version of Pinterest. Thank you. So I don't know who the source is. But we find it some other time. This one is really tight. Trade offer. I mean, I don't mind, like, but I don't have time beyond like just on stream though. Are you hoping for like proper classes? The problem is my Japanese isn't. I didn't learn it in the so-called proper way. I won't be able to tell you necessarily why one grammar is more correct than another grammar. A lot of it came from just watching a bunch of VTubers and seeing how it's being used in real life. And then you get a sense of like, oh, this sort of phrasing has this sort of nuance. Oh yeah, like I'm not a native. If you have weird memes and stuff, I might be able to explain it, but... Or the nuances of certain languages and certain parts, I might be able to explain as well. They have a lot of nuance stuff. It's kind of difficult to work with. Anyways, I guess I'll just start drawing. Like, once again, like, every time we start a new section, I get kind of lost as to, like, what makes sense and what doesn't make sense to do. So we just have to try stuff. And then over time, I'm gonna figure out what's the best way to do certain things for myself. A squid creature. Okay. It's kind of up there in terms of, like, what? I love Splatoon. Oh, is that what you mean by squid creature? Like a Splatoon character? I see. Anyways. Oof. Yeah, I never played Splatoon myself either. It does look like a really fun game though. It's just that, isn't it like always on console or something? I never owned a single like game console in my life before. None of those handhelds, none of those big ones that connects to your TV. My parents were worried that my eyes would get worse if I had those, but it's not like playing on a computer really helps. It's not like playing like Pokemon Crystal on your phone really helps, on your Nokia phone. That's not a Nokia phone. What did I use back then? Yeah, I remember like 10... Was it like, what? No, like 12 years ago? How many years ago was that? Let's say 12 years ago. And then it wasn't even touchscreen phones right back then, but they were like... you used like the number pad to go up and left and right to play Pokemon games on your phone. And then we had to load the image from somewhere. I can't remember how it worked. It's so long ago. I don't have a lot of memories from my was it like kind of like 12 years ago ish. I do remember like going to school early, so everyone would go to school early, and then we would trade homeworks to copy. We would copy different parts of the homework. I think too, but I was a little bored after. Let's see. If you like Splatoon art, then you have a higher chance at being a better artist. Oh, is that true? So that's kind of saying like what? A lot of good artists like Splatoon, right? Splatoon. To put it in a different way. Yeah, the homework copying as well is kind of bad because like most of the homework that we did copy is not like math where you only have one correct answer. It's like writing. So it's like essays and whatnot, or like short answers. And it's like super obvious that we copied. But at the same time, the homework wasn't like something that's super serious. So the teacher kind of just let us do it and then like just brought it up during like PTAs. Yeah. Am I getting debated by Splatoon statistics? I'm more inclined to believe what my chat says than not. And this is like super obvious. Yeah. Everyone made fun of that teacher because she has some weird quirks, but she was a very good teacher. She was a very sincere teacher. Okay, I mean, with this main form, then, I mean, the shade is pretty obvious. How would I shade this? Definitely wouldn't be adding all the tiny stuff in here. So what do these look like? So they kind of just open up. Yeah, no, I don't really fault them. I can't even fully say that I wasn't part of them. It's just like how you were when you were young. You just kind of it's like a class thing. Everyone just kind of do it. It comes with age, I think. Direction of the light or shadow will go. Kind of like what animation does. Oh yeah, that's true. It will save a lot of work from like actually having to color it. That being said, there's a lot of subtlety in this. I think maybe I should just go over it quickly. It gets me in the state of mind to get used to all the coloring as well. That being said, don't I have another flat marker? Right. Let's keep it at max. Keep this at this. What? Isn't opacity off? And it's 100? Why is it still doing like this? What? So confused. Demizu Posca. Who is this individual? Ooh. Oh, I am following them. I am following them. Oh, doing some weird stuff. Guess I'll use my own brush here then. Need to turn these off. Melee Pen kind of has that weird velocity setting, which I could turn off, but yeah, I could just use this. Would they leave you alone? Wouldn't they come to you? They want to borrow your fame and whatnot. That is true, yeah, DTB. Like, we could always making it like oh shit, yeah, it's the same layer, I forgot. I can't follow curves properly, so. Let's just lock this. Are they the one that did all the 3D stuff? I feel like I've seen the name before. Two main sets of lighting. Just here and here. And here. Oh wait, it's the other person. I remember Mia talking about... Yeah, Mia was talking about them. Mm-hmm. Did they ever create like anything like a story or something? According to Google, apparently 47. Yeah. Korean, huh? My Korean is at least 10 years out, so... It has to be 2035. 2035 it is. I see. That was the setup for the... Whoops. 아하. 생가가 자마가 그래. 약간 자마다. Beyond that is reading. It is brighter on the inside. Oh my god. Chat is popping off. French stuff? Spider-Verse? I never watched the Spider-Verse. I've always thought to watch it, but I'm also not like that interested enough to like hold that thought long enough to go for it. Yeah, I actually haven't. It looks super insane. I've seen some clips of it, but I haven't watched the whole thing. Man, chat is going places. Yeah, most of my movies is just sci-fi stuff. I mean, so is that, but like space themed sci-fi stuff. I don't know if it's still there, but there should be a YouTube channel by the name of Dust where you can watch, like Dust as in like just the DUST, where you can watch shorts, sci-fi shorts made by students, art film students and stuff like that. And you can watch it for free, so it's a lot. Number 2? Okay, yeah, if I watch it, I'm gonna watch the whole thing. Maybe I should. Oh, if I remember. Yeah, the problem is I don't remember a lot of these things. I like organization, but I'm not actually that organized in real life. A lot of things just get forgotten. Gets lost. I guess I'm not surprised that they have to delay it. It is a lot of work. Right, cast shadow and then form shadow. These ones get blurred. A little bit of blurring here and here. Oh my god, yeah. I feel like that happens a lot with like art industry. A lot of expectation in that sense. Oh, interesting. So like that. Mm-hmm. This seems like early last year. Okay. Huh. Artists tough enough as it is. And then you get a bunch of people trying to exploit others. Maybe I put some emphasis here. Yes, I think that is one explanation, Kirio, is that there is some translucency going on. This is what I mean by I don't really do like proper studies. Those questions don't come to mind at all. Like I don't really think about the fact that why is it like that necessarily. I'm just kind of, oh yeah, it's brighter in the middle, of course. Why would it be anything else? Delectable. Delectable. Lines are kind of in the way, but general I think is fine. Right? Yeah, thanks for dropping by, DTV. I'll see you around. All the best for your assignment. They have a lot of noise. The last time we did a study on nanocar, we figured out that there's this... Where is it again? There's this pencil, a design pencil, that kind of has a very similar texture. Oh, over here, design pencil. Was it this one? Maybe it's my scaling problem. We definitely did use this one last time though, but maybe my contrast isn't enough, so it's not very obvious, but it was a pretty similar texture. without going too in-depth and analyzing and trying to figure out. Oh my god, my pen. My pen got stuck on my headset's wire and it flew. Amazing. Technology. Oh my god, pen drop counter. Yeah, new counter unlock. Honestly, at this point, maybe I should give people a reason to be here, you know. Our streams are kind of boring anyways. If we can make it more fun, why not? every quarter of a year we get like a new art counter that unlocks. Sorry, a new counter that unlocks. And then we get a counter unlock review stream. The devs updated. This is what we'll be counting for the next 3 months. It'll be kind of cool though if we can make use of the number or something to do something with it. That's a plan. Oh, okay, yeah. Turning off the lines kind of helps because now I see that I'm missing some rendering that can be done to separate out the layers more. But the amount of push-ups I have to do. It's not a bad idea. The logistics, the whole setup is kind of interesting because presumably, okay. So if I drop something, that's something I don't want to do. I don't want to drop things, right? That's why I should get punished for dropping things? Don't know what the logistics would be. Five push-ups per drop. Not a bad idea. It's not the best pen for the edges. It's too fuzzy. I think it's also too big. So to artists and art inspiration to show that what I see. Oh wow, this one is really good. What is this? Lemon do oishii. Wow, this lemon is delicious, guys. Very good at painting. Oh my god. I may not entirely dig the character design and the gameplay, but I like I live the art. I live the art. This form is kind of okay, right? It's kind of existing. I thought the lines is kind of floating a little bit, but I think it's good enough. Got it. あ、まあしないか。これだけでいい。Oh, is that so? I've never noticed. I see like very few Splatoon fan art. I'm just going off like random stuff and just doing some random shapes here. I got too many of these things lined up together. Yeah, I cannot escape the graphs of my Twitter suggestions. I keep getting like shit posts and memes recommended to me, even though previously I keep trying to like say that I don't want this, I don't want this. But it's so ingrained in me to look at them that every time it comes out, I just look at them. And it just keeps recommending more. There's now all cat videos and like very, it's like, was it 5 or 6 years ago where there's like deep fried memes where people would turn up the contrast and the saturation of all those images? Yeah, the iShowsphere and the Momoe came out like at least 6 times today when I'm browsing Twitter. I also saw the like another cosplayer who said that who was trying to clear her name because she looks very much like the one that was in the video. Even from my perspective, she looks kind of like her. And then people giving her shit for it, even though she's not the same person. Anyways, I'm doing one here without what's the word? That's not really off my imagination. I suppose it's very similar, but because we don't have a full complete reference here, I'm gonna see if I can make it look something similar. Make it look like something similar here. Slowly get used to creating these forms myself instead of always being reliant on the reference, but yeah. The thing is, I saw that clip when I was at work, and I don't have my headphones with me, so I've been watching them without sound. But I read the comments, so I kind of get what's going on. But meeting a group of people dancing with basketballs. Okay, yeah, we are all getting random stuff. I got like a video of him with some Chinese influencer or something. And then he was like using his hands to do like a puppet mouth opening closing sort of movement. I don't know what that is about either. It's very peaceful until Elon. Wait, when did Elon take over actually? Elon buy Twitter when? April 2022, goddamn. He initiated the acquisition on April 14, 2022, concluded October 27, 2022. Oh. Yeah, I have no memory of what happened before. Yeah, I cannot remember. What was life like before? Dang, dude. Oh, shit. Getting it. Mm-hmm. What are interesting shapes here? At some point, it's gonna fall into the fold. It's gonna be out of the sight, but before that, we might want some shapes too. Kind of awkward in the middle. So much happening in the world. Too tired to keep tabs on everything. So many things happening. I don't know what I'm doing. At this point, I kind of gave up. Sometimes it just doesn't really matter what I'm doing, as long as it looks kind of okay. To remind myself that I'm not here to be the best person at rendering. I'm just here to have convincing enough shapes that people know what I want to say, and then that's good enough. I don't need anything more than that. Ingrain the form. Oh, that's interesting. I think in this case, because of the way this is set up, how it opens up at the bottom, we kind of inherently have that. Kind of near the size. No. We don't have enough variation of like brightness and darkness overall. I think to use some gradients overall. Yeah, I think this part here in mine doesn't make sense because this shadow coming down, but this contour suggests that it's flat. Sorry, the shadow, the lighting coming down. You can have like a little bit of a bump in the middle, maybe. Just want to have a little bit more variation. The bump. Thank you, Walnut, but I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm not really thinking. Just need something that kind of makes sense. That is good enough. Putting in some core shadows. Which I don't know if it makes sense in this case, because if it's subsurface scattering translucent material, wouldn't the Terminator be slightly brighter? Because it's closer to the light source, but at this point. Does it matter? Does it matter? Hmm. There's a very useful word in Japanese. It's called tekito. Tekito doesn't have a very good English translation because if you try to translate it, it just means appropriately. But the nuance of the word is that when you're trying to do something and you don't feel like putting in a lot of effort, you say tekito. Like that's called tekito. So it is, yes, appropriately, but appropriately the least amount of work is kind of what it would be. And in this case, tekito. Cursory. Let me do a quick Google here. To Eigo. so Bumyaku is basically the context in this case. So this word, depending on the context, has a couple of English meanings. So for example, it could mean appropriately, it could mean suitable, it could mean, you know, irresponsible to some extent, because if you're supposed to do something properly and you don't, and you just do it like tekito, you're kind of irresponsible in that sense. Half-assed. Half-assed. But half-assed. Half-assed. Yeah, I guess it would be half-assed. Talk out of one's ass. 適当なことを言う. How does this sound in English? 適当. I'm having troubles converting the word. Something like this. Hey, wait. Is ChatGPT good at doing this? Let me ask if ChatGPT can turn it into like an English pronunciation using existing English words. Turn this, how do I say? Use the closest, use English words that sound the closest to the correct pronunciation to represent it. Something, I don't know. Okay, the Japanese word tekito is best represented in English pronunciation as tacto. Tech as in tech, technology, and then toe as in the thing on your foot. Toe as in the thing on your foot. Okay, ChatGPT, that's an interesting way to put it. What in the world did tacto? Anyways, I'll print the words into chat if anybody wants to Google this for themselves. But yes, tacto. Toe as in the thing on your foot. On your foot. Is that how you would say it in English? The toes are on your foot? Attached to your foot? Toes are on your foot. Very interesting, ChatGPT, thank you. God damn, dude. Anyways, very useful word. Oh, this has a huge patch here. Probably should add some variations to this as well. Huh. All I can do now is straight lines. Need more shapes. Okay, so that's like one mission that we discovered. I need more shapes to add variation to these sort of areas. Kinda lost. Oh, taquito. 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 How come when it's blending it doesn't do it properly? But it's not enough variation across the board here. I don't know, I'm just gonna move on. Right, I mean, in this case, it's all straight line variations. This person is so good at drawing curls. I see. So there's shapes like these where it's just kind of like a H in the middle. Right, over here, it's like a H. So I guess, for example, I can put it here. No multiply, please. Do something like this. Probably overdoing it. I'm supposed to do 2 shades only. Sometimes I'm still not sure what's the best use of multiply. Some people use it to put in all the shadows. But I always feel like the less adjustment layers you use, the more straightforward things are. You don't have to worry about picking a different color than what you're actually seeing and stuff like that. But like with the shadow of the wings being cast on like another part, I think stuff like this with multiply makes it so much easier. And then at the end of the day, if the values are correct, it's correct. Yeah, I'm gonna do this one as well. Got it. Oh my god. What? Wait, when did I disable that? That's why my colors are kind of weird, I think. Here's. Shadow of the skirt is the same value as the form shadow. Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. No, the thought is that like if the shadow comes from the same light source, they will be one shape, right? I think that makes sense. So in this case, the light is coming, there's one main light source here. It's hitting the side of the wing and casting some shadow onto this ribbon at the back. Therefore, the area that's in this part, like because the forms here suggest that the light source is from the same light source. But if the shadow is covering like this, then the bright part that's underneath, that's on the ribbon, that's underneath the shadow, in the shadow of the wing, should have their bright spot slightly shifted to the secondary light source, which I don't know if we have, but so it wouldn't look like this. So multiply doesn't quite apply in that sense. It gives it the illusion that it's like in the shadow, but the forms kind of... Does that make sense? Maybe the shadow from the same light. Oh no, my lines are bad. These are some disgusting lines. Oops. That I've got over here. Naika, Naika. Wait, what am I doing? Okay. I think it's just because it's easier. Because multiply helps you take care of not just the... Sorry, multiply helps you skip over the computation part where you have to figure out, you know, what how dark and how much color hue change there is. Because if you just take a base color... Wait, that's correct, right? Because I remember seeing people saying that you take the base color, you put on the color on top. I forgot. There's some nonsense with the colors too. Yeah. You make it darker and then you shift it to a specific color. Oh, wait. Like, for example, if you have a lot of different... Let's say you have a piece of clothing that has a lot of different colors on it. Figuring out the shadow color for each one will take some time, whereas you can take one layer, one multiply layer, and apply the same sort of transformation to the colors across all of the different base colors. So you can say that I want all of these colors to be darker and also shift it into like slightly bluer for each one specifically. So you put like a bluish layer that's set to multiply, and then all of them will be shifted together. Although mathematically... Sorry, realistically, I don't know how close that is to actually how it actually works. Don't know how the math works out. And then you can also use it to help you tune your overall image. So you have your base color. Say you have a character reference sheet, and then you want to put them into a specific lighting. I guess it's the same as the first case, where you're basically setting all the colors to something darker, and also a specific sort of hue change across all the different colors. At least that's the use cases I've seen it being used. Also used for shadows, but I don't like doing that myself. Unless I use multiply to get some shadow color, and then I would pick that color and then repaint it. Something, 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 something. Anyways, thank you for chiming in, Mooncaster. I am tripping over my words today. Porip, porip, porip. Definitely getting this loop here. What does that imply? Implies that there is a loop. How do you form this loop on a piece of fabric here? Protocol? Then what to go this? The bright part is in the middle. Oh. Oh wait, how do you form this thing? There's a piece of fabric here. You can have like a V, right? You can have like a dark spot here. And a dark spot here. So it would be up and then down and up and then down. Oh my god, this sucks. Anyways, this thing is a mess. Trying to work out how this part works. The right part here. Having difficulty imagining the form. Don't know if it's just one of those detail things or it actually makes sense. Because the bright part's in the middle. That means in a patch of fabric, there's like a middle part that's coming out, and then there's like a dip in the middle. Right. Not impossible, right? Yeah, but how the hell do I draw it? So bright part in the middle. Oh. So something like this. So bright part in the middle. will be form. This will be form. And this will be form. These look cast shadow on the face. How does this part work? It will be connected, for example. This will be catching the light. What happens here? Where's my middle thing then? It disappeared. So wait, I don't think what I'm doing makes a lot of sense to you guys. I'm just trying to visualize the... Imagine a patch of fabric. Then there's one spot in the middle that dips out. Wait, so what does it look like cross-section? Cross-section would look like... So one part that comes up. I guess there's two more parts on the outside as well. Right, because this would be like the middle thing. Then we have the two sides on the other side. We have the two troughs, or the two valleys here. Wait, no. Wait, these are the troughs. This is the valley. Wait, I forgot my terminology. Every is just to make it look like on the face form. Yeah, like I know. To be honest, Mooncaster, I think that is a very valid approach. At the end of the day, if someone wants something that's 100% accurate, they should just use the 3D software, because that's how technology has come to nowadays. There's really no need for us, like humans, to be that good at rendering the form. And if you can get away with just increasing details and then, you know, achieving what you want to achieve. Because art, at the end of the day, you're trying to get some story across, you have some point to make, I think. If you just want to get the character to look cute or something like that, you know, I think that's fine. I think that's completely fine. That is the best way to go about it, I feel. I personally feel like. It's just that, like, for me, it's very hard to... it's a lot harder to memorize those sort of believable forms. Because it doesn't make a lot of sense in my head when I try to think about it. So that means that the only way I can do this is I just memorize a bunch of those forms, which sounds a lot harder to me than just trying to understand, like, what is going on here. Which I still do not understand. Because if the light is hitting like this, I will only hit this half, and then I will hit this a little bit more. And almost retain, almost a solid form retains shapes along seams. Oh, actually, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, so it has this, it almost, okay, yeah, exactly, yeah, it's like halfway in between, right? It has its own form at times. But other times, it's kind of like a liquid that just kind of fits. You know, it depends on what it is being used on. Yeah, clothing itself is an art. Oh my god. Broski. Broski, I just want to do anime girls. I think it's gotta be so hard. And that is why you draw your anime girls naked. It's for their own sake. $141, exactly how long the video of the music that we're listening to is, so it's perfect. Oh yes, we did Violet Evergarden, and I got copyright warnings, but seems fine. Seems fine. Seems like I can change it up a bit, so people don't get driven insane by the Genshin music over the past 2 weeks. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not drawing these because I'm like a pervert like the rest of you guys. I just can't draw clothes. I just can't draw clothes. Best thing about that game? Oh my god. Sounds like that's gonna start an argument somewhere. Good thing everyone here is chill like that, huh? Am I right? Am I right? Nemo. Nemo, back in the background, someone's like fuming. Like, what? What did you say? What? All these games in their epic music. Yeah, so much drama. We were just talking about that like last Friday, I think, right? All the different game subreddits and then the drama that always happens. Feels bad, man. The whole world's trying to replace us. So GG. Make some slight gradient here, I feel like. My hand's not stable enough to get this curve properly. I can't even see the gradient. Oh, good afternoon, Cat King. Welcome to the not so sleepy stream, but still somewhat sleepy stream. We embark on a journey for clothing forms starting this week. If we can find what we're looking for, then we can move on to actually doing character illustrations instead of just endlessly studying. I have so many things piled up, that's insane. Greetings! Greetings, traveler! Yeah, it's not sleepy. Not as sleepy. Yeah, I can't wait to get better. Then art can actually be a little bit more enjoyable, and then instead of like playing games to escape reality, I can actually draw to escape reality. Because right now, every time I draw art, I have to think about how would this work in real life? How does this work in real life? Is this real? Does this look realistic and believable? Although if that's my standard for getting like for so-called being good enough at art, I don't think I ever reach there because it's kind of far. Hmm. Is this also the power of multiply because the form shadows are continuous into the cast area? Yes, that is probably what they did. They probably did a multiply. I personally feel like because the light source is so the shadows that we are seeing that is so-called extending into the part that's in the cast shadow is the same set of shadows that's caused by the same light source. So they should just melt together into one form, I think. Then, if there's secondary light source there, we will get a second set of shadows from the secondary light source. And those ones are the ones that, well, or rather the lit part by the secondary light source would then be visible. So that gives us another sort of level in terms of the lighting. That's why I'm not doing the stuff in here. Because I feel like that should be something different. I don't have the experience to back it up, so kind of what I want to experiment here. That's why I left it empty. I want to see if I can do something with it. Oh, the transitions, man. The transitions, wow, they have colors in there too. How does the painting process work? I guess it wouldn't be that much different. Anyways, let's do the darker shadows first. It would help if I had done this on multiple layers, but I do want to get used to not being that reliant as well. Multiply layer for each shadow type because it stops them from interfering while painting. Yeah, I'm not sure. What that means exactly. I imagine it's like because they're on different layers, so they don't interfere. But how does the multiply factor in? The part that I'm not very clear on. One for the cast shadow, one for the occlusion, yeah. But wouldn't multiply layers interfere with each other inherently because they apply to all the stuff that's below? They will only not affect if it's a normal layer, right? Because it's just putting down pixels and whatnot. Sorry, where am I in the illustration? I don't know where I'm painting. So it's here. Check OBS. It's alright. Cool. Hello, Duvet. It keeps the occlusion consistent with the shadows over top. Oh. That is interesting. Yeah, I've seen that before in yes, inclusion. Wait, I think I might be okay. I'm personally confusing occlusion again or something else. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. I feel like the multiply method is kind of confusing for me personally. Evidently, but if it works, yeah. Perhaps, yeah, perhaps. That's kind of meh. Yeah, art really is like you really gotta know why you're doing this. You can do like so many things in art. There's so many rabbit holes you can go down and then disappear down forever for the rest of your life. Like anatomy. So why am I pushing this light up? What am I doing? If you just need something that's believable, I'm... Yeah, I drank some water, Silver. Thank you. Yeah, exactly, Mooncaster, yeah. So many ways to do everything. Shadow with multiply, shadow with just normal layer. Lighting with screen. I've seen that before. Base, so it would be base color, and then multiply layer to set everything dark, and then screen layer to set the lighting in, and then they paint on top of that. I don't know what I'm doing. Uh-oh, it's gonna get loud. Wait, is YouTube complaining about me yet? Let me see. It's not complaining about me. Because I'm yapping too much. I guess the algorithm isn't picking it up. The music. Okay. It isn't quite time to finish yet, but I'm just gonna make some notes real quick. Just some observations, I suppose. What kind of observations do I got? Got some interesting shapes like this, and then like a H over here. It's very subtle though. It's like green and like some purple in there. I don't know if it's noise. I think this specific set of shading. Darker stuff on the edges because the thing folds and stacks up, so I guess it gets a bit darker, kind of like the skin, right? As the planes turn away near the edges of the contours of the skin, it's kind of darker. Can I read what I'm writing? Good enough. I still don't have shapes like this. Kind of does like a zigzag, ziggity zaggity. Brighter in general, not necessarily. I guess I'm not too worried about the gradients in the shadow. At some point, it's just gonna be gradient over it, and then like, oh, this looks good, that's good, and then it'll be fine. Not too worried. Yeah, fabric types. Oh, fabric types. Ooh, fabric types. Interesting. Yeah, that's like a crossover between like the fabric forms and materials. Yeah, I have no idea, Mooncaster. I have my brain does not register material types for clothing. They're all just like clothing at the moment. Clothing and then clothing design. Oh, so much to do. So many things to do. Some kind of suck. I don't have enough contrast. Yeah, like the thickness of the fabric. And then the material of the fabric will be subsurface scattering. It would be the specular, how specular it is, how shiny it is. We got like a really shiny piece of clothing here. I don't know what this is. This piece of clothing will probably not have a lot of subsurface scattering, right? I mean, the more light it reflects, that means the less light goes through it, I suppose. Yeah. Oh, looking at the ripples at the base of the shoulders, that's characteristic of certain fabrics. I don't know. Yeah, but it looks kind of thick. The what do you even call it? The ripples? Yeah, look kind of big. Bigger than the ones at the bottom, and bigger than a lot of the other ones that they have drawn. I actually really like the way this sort of rendering that they're doing for the tail. There's a lot of gradient from like the shadow into the bright area, and then if you slap on a gradient map onto that, you can get a lot of colors on those transitions. These kind of like brush strokes that goes in. Right now I'm mostly doing lasso 2 and then blurring, which is kind of limiting. So okay, so I need to mix in some of those brushstrokes and it would be pretty nice, which we kind of tried to. Which now I remember is why my brush settings got turned back on. Even though I thought that I didn't have them on, but can't have like long pools of shapes like that. Yeah, maybe these guys are not dark enough, I don't know. This is another good place to throw in another H for no good reason, other than to add in more detail. Give it a little bit of gradient. Maybe I go through these rails. I think it's the second or third stream we did like a study on this one. But I wasn't too concerned about the forms. I was just concerned about getting it done. Yeah, the frills. This one has them too, right? The tiny U-shapes at the very tip. Uh-huh. Okay. I need a few more shapes. Specifically near the top for these shoulders. Kind of like this one here. But the clothing sort of folds and overlaps onto the thing. Oh, but that kind of that's kind of a bit of a deviation from what I was originally going for, which is just fabric draped over a singular point. But I guess these one are kind of pinched at the top as well. I need to think too hard, I guess. Got it. Okay. Oh, this one we can do the cutaway, actually. Oh, the previous one I kind of cut away already because it kind of just ended. This one goes all the way down, but we can cut away a bit higher up and see the forms as opposed to. Why am I saying cutaway? What's a cutaway? Maybe the cross section. What? Don't have enough angle for this. Oh yes, I forgot about making sure that the source is more available. I'm gonna dump a copy, dump a link in the chat, then what it called? Oh, okay. Oh my god, it's off the screen. When did I ever shift this off the screen? How is it even possible to shift this? I have it locked. Oh, I know why. Probably didn't put the full link like that before. Huh? Oh, there it is. Just take this out. Okay. Oh, do they? I thought they just used the same texture for everything. Did they differentiate? There's some patterns and stuff. Drawing stuff meant to be taken off. Yes. Yes, unfortunately. It is more exciting if there's something to take off than when it's already done, you know? You want to do it for yourself, right? I think, I should use that for my stream title. Drawing stuff meant to be taken off. Dang, dude. What an entrance. Yeah, my hand is floating off the screen. Line weight's kind of not bueno. Okay, what would the cross section look like? Thinking like an MRI. Something like this. It's like a thing here though. That would imply that it kind of comes up and back down, right? It's not just like the rendering and all that, it's also the way they do the very ends of all the clothings. Like the lines here are so smooth. The way that the line turns and curves is very realistic. It's not like just kind of doing it randomly, where you get like some, I guess there's like no balance maybe? This is more sharp and this is more smoothed out, and then for them it's very consistent, it's very beautiful. This is some ugly ass shit that I have over here. Like, I find it really hard because like even looking at the reference and trying to get these curves, my hand doesn't move the way I want it to. I don't have this muscle memory. And the lines are very, very epic. Yeah, I wonder what the background is, right? Like in order to see and feel the fabric like this. Would this be straight? But there's a fold there. Well, I guess we can't get everything perfect, but actually maybe we should do it at the end. With the shading in, it'll be a bit easier. Okay, let me use colors this time. I'm just gonna get I'm just gonna borrow some colors. Oh wait, pin bucket. I forgot it existed again. 3 times. Did I lock? No, I did not. Ooh, what's an easier way to paint this? Probably easier to put in the shadows here. No erase. Okay. Let's pull this in here. Oh shit. Too close together. Okay, broad strokes first and then the tiny details. Let's see. So what do these lines mean? I'm on the wrong layer, thank you. No, this is just normal lines. Oh no, it's just normal lines. Normal. Yes, yes. Very normal. Sizing is all off and stuff, but yo ho ho. What is the difference in my shape and their shape? Kore to kore? Yes, Silver. Thank you for coming. Have a good night. I'll be here tomorrow. Tomorrow's. I feel like recently, instead of blurring edges, it kind of like just overlapping the brushstroke. It's neither hard edge nor like soft edge. It's just kind of overlapped. What are you guys doing? You guys are saluting. I see salutes and I think of fallen comrades, and then I think of people who have given up art because of AI. I've met quite a few people who do art in VR chat. Quite a few of them are like hobbyists. They do for fun, they're not formally educated and stuff like that. There's also a few that are in like art universities in Japan. And as far as I understand, those are really hard to get in, but all of them has expressed concerns, and then all of them has been well, actively trying to find, what do you call it, like just kind of hedge their bets by doing extra stuff. Some of those extra stuff is not even art related, it's kind of just like, let's learn English so I have a better edge in the Japanese society. And I think that's very admirable. It's also very sad that they find themselves having to do that. The thing is, when they joined the university, right? When they enrolled in the university, probably AI is not even a thing. And then all of a sudden it just popped out. What are you gonna do? Oh, interesting. Mooncaster. The opposite. That's very nice to hear. Maybe there's more people like you. Yeah, that's the cast shadow from the... Oh my god, these... I just realized these threads, these strings, these have to be... Okay, it does look like it. There's no way they drew like two lines off the same curve for such a long ass distance. That's insane. But from the consistent line width, it looks like it's a layer mode. Dang dude, I just saw it. There would be some insane levels of skill and stability. Yeah, I'm also liking some changes in the width in the thing. So maybe I should have some brush settings, but not all the way down to something that's that small. So it stays mostly consistent, but we get some variation. So boring. Oh! The unthinkable has happened. My tablet actually fell, for fuck's sake. Why did that fall, dude? What? I have to up the counter. At least it's an organic one. Alright, this is what you guys wanted. Oh no. What's my counter thing? I can't even find it in my OBS. I have too many things here. Go out to buy. What the heck, dude? God damn, dude. That was not on purpose. I don't know why it fell. Every once in a while, I kind of have to shift my tablet back into the center, but it's never fallen in the past 60, almost 60 streams. If one stream is like 1 year old, this is a generational event. Dang, dude. Well, there we go. Good thing we haven't really established any, you know, things that I have to do if it fell. That's good, that's good. Dang, dude. It happened so fast. So one of those interviews. And it's got my heart racing. And it fell. My head kind of hurts now. From the adrenaline. What in the hell? Oh. Chigauka. Got the positioning wrong. This tablet is actually very sturdy. All these years, and it's never given me any issues other than the fact that the color is kind of worn out. But I'm not even sure if that is just the tablet getting old or it's always been like this. It's been to so many countries. It's been dropped like not at this height. Like this is table, just me dropping on the table. I've dropped it like way further than that. Don't jinx it. If it breaks tomorrow, goddamn dude, that would be one hell of a jinx. I am taking my own sweet time with this. Make this a bit faster. Don't have all day. My tablet weighs a little over 20 pounds. Oh my god, it's one of those big ones. 20 pounds? How much is mine actually? Mine's not necessarily light, but it's nowhere. It's not even a quarter, I imagine. Maybe a quarter of that. Okay, how does it feel to draw on like a huge tablet? It must be like big, right? Because I I guess in like by most standards, I suppose it's like a bad habit of like drawing with my wrist. Actually, not 100% true, but some things I do draw with my wrist quite a bit that I could draw with my arm. And I think if I switch to like a large tablet now, it will actually suck really hard because I can't pull lines that far with my arms. Yeah, no wrist drawings with a huge tablet, I think. At this point, wrist drawing is a tradition for me. DTK 2100. Alright, let's take a look. Feels pretty good, but rest your arms are very zoom controlled. Ooh. Wow, the first thing that came out when I googled this, a Reddit subreddit for Wacom, it says secondhand Wacom Cintiq something something. Someone says something about... Oh wait, that's not related. Wait, hang on. Who's saying that they use it for 10 years? Someone has a previous gray model of 21UX, used it daily for 10 years. It was a beast and made solid. It's starting to fade a bit to where the colors weren't completely accurate. Wait, that sounds like mine. Mine is 10 years old. So maybe it's a known problem then. Oh, it's heavy because it's old? It's not because it's big? I mean, it's probably kind of big. I forgot to check the size. 21-inch. I think. Well, people are selling replacement circuit boards? You can buy that? I never once thought about opening on my tablet to replace a circuit board. Dang. Good stuff, good stuff. Wacom makes them good. I don't have my old Wacom bamboo anymore. Be interesting to go back and take a look. Would have been interesting. Yapping too much. Wacom bamboo, yeah, it's a... Wait, what? What's my brush doing? Do I have stuff drawn on the stupid layer on top? No? What? What is this? Oh. Because I have no brain and I erased it instead of painting white, I think. Sorry, what was I talking about? Yes, Wacom Bamboo is like one of those tablets that don't have a screen on it. Yes, the good old bamboo. The Osu player is buying up the stock. Damn. They be wearing out them nibs like no other. I'm still only on my third nib after like I've had the tablet for 10 years, but I've only been drawing for 5, and I'm only my third nib, and I have 7 more to go before I finish using what came with the tablet in the first place. And then meanwhile, I've seen people buying up like nibs of 50s. 50 packs. It's like super expensive and all that. How are these people burning through so many? It's crazy. It's like Osu. Okay. Cheers. More power to ya. Better for professionals if you have budget. Intuos. But Intuos doesn't have the screen either, if I remember correctly. It's the black series, right? The black ones, I remember. Number 3 right now. I got my tablet about a year ago. Wow, that's a lot of... But Ibukizi, you're going for that... You're drawing a lot, I think. Honestly, the past 5 years, I can't even say that I've drawn a lot. This is... Right now, what I'm doing with the stream is like... the most I've ever done. Probably in the past few streams, I've done more than what I did in the past 5 years already. Yeah, so far it has given me more insight into a lot of things. Not just like streaming, not just like art, but also like streaming stuff. Like say if I want to go further than just doing art streams, like what am I lacking, that kind of stuff. Man, streamers being able to talk for like hours and hours on end is kind of insane to me. How do they have so much shit to talk about? This edge is kind of freaking kind of recognize this. Oh yeah, and people, yeah, like not being too heavy-handed, and also people talk about like what's that? Some of them has like those stickers on the screen that emulates the texture of paper. I guess that wears that out quite a bit, since it is pretty rough and whatnot. Well, not so much. So they're using the texture for the natural stuff. Sorry, what? The blurred edges. Yeah, Ibukize, I'm sure. I think you have been drawing a lot. I also don't know why, but I also feel like drawing on paper feels very nice. I don't have that sticker thing on, nor do I intend to have it on, but switching over to like pen and paper once in a while, it feels different. Sensory nightmare. It's 12. Okay. Probably wrap this up, and then I want to go and finish that petal drawing that we were doing for the hair. I got very distracted by a bunch of other stuff. This is Violet Evergarden music? I thought this was Genshin for a second. I don't have much pressure. Is that a gray in the shadow that I'm seeing? Okay, the noise is making me pick out weird colors. I think it's a gray. Huh. Ooh. Foundation pen. Alright, Kirio, have a nice lunch. Is the foundation pen one of those like really cool ink pens that sucks up the ink? Is that how that works? I've only seen it in Tom and Jerry. I've never seen it in real life. Like in person. I've seen it in photos and whatnot, but like the G pen. It has a nib. Gumi pen when I draw on paper. Annoying to get used to how much ink you have at a time. Ooh. The limitations of man, every time I stream I get the feeling I how do I say this? Like my eyes get opened. Wait, is that the saying? Open your eyes? No wait. Shit, I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but there's so much that I don't know. It's insane. What is a lamy pen? Never heard of this before. Looks kind of cool though. It's got like a gap in it. It's like a hole in it. That's my reason for it being cool. I've kind of been, you know, Duvet, I've kind of been drawing with my eyes closed for sure. Like, in my whole journey, I've been just in my own bubble. I don't know about like all these other pens. I don't know about the history of using pens, like what kind of pens, how they feel, what's the difference. Different brushes, traditional, whatnot, blah blah blah, all that. I've always been in my own sort of tiny little bubble. Oh, now it's telling me there's copyright music. I wonder what the difference is. Maybe it's actually the volume, man. It's kind of louder here. Yeah, wasn't there a saying like eye opener? Oh yeah, but it's an eye opener. Yes, that's what the word is. That's what the phrase was. Is that a word or a phrase? But anyways, kind of give up on this part. I can't see in the reference anyways. I should try it to make it look nicer, but what's the difference here? There's not much real difference here actually. I guess some triangular shapes. So maybe I'll make a note of that. Real quick. Yeah, one day I think like if I get better, when I get better, hopefully, and I have a bit more of an idea of like a proper workflow, we can definitely try and do some like traditional medium streams and see how it feels like, what the difference is and stuff like that. Mia has been recommending me to do some gouache painting as well, because if you want textures and stuff and whatnot, why not have a better idea of how traditional process work? Come to think of it, the style doesn't have a lot of triangles. Triangles. Oh, okay, that's not true. It depends on how you define it then. But not like the ones I've put in, actually. Bob Ross style oil pen. I gotta get the wig. We need the wig, we need the setup. Doesn't he always wear the same shirt? I actually never watched like Bob Ross properly. Cannot spell bueno. Not bueno. So we need more of these for sure next time. Also, I just remember F key. I should record F key's name in here before I forget. Yeah, next time maybe we can get a different friend on stream as well. He does art as well, just as a hobby as well. But he did some, I forgot if he took classes or he just had someone to guide him, but he was also using pen to draw, to sketch. So in the beginning, since the beginning, he was using pen to sketch. So he has this notebook, sketchbook, where he did a lot of like just pen sketching, and they're really tight lines. What am I trying to say here? Damn, like my lack of sleep, I think, is finally starting to catch up on me. But he draws shit good with pen, no useless strokes, things in perspective, good form. Let me just get all the important words out there first, and I think it's fine. God damn it. That's probably enough. Enough said. I gotta get these people's name in my list here before I forget they exist. Where is the F? Oh, okay. Who was it again? No, he has never been on stream before. I'll ask if he wants to or not. Yeah. Why use more words when few do trick? Oh, okay. We get some more interesting shapes. Wait, hang on. Imada 9 だけど. But this is nice. This is nice. I don't know if I'm revisiting. I'm probably still gonna continue on Nanoka-san for a good while here. Is this the name? No, it's a 7 actually. Shit, let me just use English then. I wanna have this here before I forget. I'm trying to collect shapes here so I can use them, and I see good shapes. I am going to record them. What is layer 1? Oh, random sketch. Okay. Wait, what is AAVE? The only AAVE I know, I think, is like some crypto thing from like 5 years ago. Yeah, like this is what comes out when I Google it. Decentralized Finance Protocol. Or do you mean the African American vernacular English? That also came up. Ooh. That's a fancy word. Oh, I see, I see, I see. Copula absence. Often omits the copula verb is or are. She, my sister, instead of she is my sister. Double negatives. I ain't got none. I remember when I first heard this and my brain was like, what? That means you got it? Habitual be. The word be is used to indicate habitual actions. He be working. Oh, omission of genitive clitic? My mama friend instead of my mom's friend. So we're talking about like so I'm looking for stuff that breaks up the shapes. Like for example, here we have this huge patch here. That if we just do the sides would just be very boring. So there's one connection here that comes down from the top, opens up, and then it fades away so that it fits the narrative that this part is flat. Because previously I have junk like this, and even this one here, but this one in the original was a lot more faded, so there wasn't as much contrast, so you could perceive it as a singular continuous flow here. But some of these just goes out, but the form of the contour kind of suggests that it does not have a dip there. So I guess we could just blur it out. But the bonus is that it's not just a straight line here, it comes out from a small patch, opens up, and then... This looks very good. I like this. Very, very good. I didn't even save this. Okay, congratulations. Almost forgot to save again. It must be so confusing to non-native learners. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go washroom, and then I guess I'll work on the... Oh, I moved it to a different folder, that's why I can't find it anymore. Doko desu ka? Doko desu ka? Heat 2, I think it was called. And I'll find it in my... Koreka? I need base colors. And then we need to get some shapes. Yeah, yeah, I know I probably can. But to try is it's my thing, I guess. Yeah, overall vibe. I just want to be more aware of the stuff that I can do, that I like as well. Because there's a lot of other variations here that I don't really like. Like these strokes here by the fingers. By all accounts, it looks like the gravity is pulling the fabric down, so I don't know why this part is folding up like this. I also don't remember what the overall context of the image is. Things get drawn with goal of looking good, not realistic accurate. Yeah, that is definitely my problem. I find it really hard to stray away from just things being technically correct. Because if it's not technically correct, it's just... Like, what is it? Like, because I find things that are technically correct and realistic more appealing. But I recognize that there's a limit to how much I can and want to do anyways. And too much realism, I mean, I'm drawing anime growth, so... realism isn't everything here. Anyways, I'm gonna go to the water closet. Is it water closet or watering closet or whatever WC is? So, be right back. Ah, yes. Just don't draw clothes. Hmm. What makes you think I don't already have a separate account where I do just that? Well, even if I do, I don't have time to do it. Keyboard is Japanese. Nope. Okay, what is what over here? Hey, Duvet, what makes you think I only have one? I do have a lot of stupid other accounts though that I don't use anymore. Unfortunately. But what's going on here? I don't think so. I think like the whole point of having the separate accounts was to have them separate. I don't think the intention was to ever merge them. But I know you don't quite mean it like that. But at the same time, my brain is also not processing. Yeah. Sure. Oh my god. Then I better never drop my tablet ever again, because right now it's got a good thing going for it. In Japanese, trash is gomi. And go is also the sound, the pronunciation for 5. So 5 me's is gomi. Well, not exactly. I'm just saying, if you can sort of say it that way. No one is gonna understand you if you say it like that, but right now it just means trash. In a roundabout way, it kind of just means trash. So when I meet people, I like to introduce myself as trash. Yeah, gomi as in trash. And then it's also kind of like a Japanese person test, because if you find someone who is non-native Japanese and I tell them this, and even if like the pronunciation could be 100% on point and they sound like Japanese, the way they react to the self introduction gives me a clue as to whether if they actually are, because actual Japanese people, they will never say this they will never call someone this when they first met them. It's considered extremely inappropriate. And so even if I introduce myself as this, most of them will have a reaction that suggests that they're kind of like, oh, I'm not comfortable with calling you this name. Unless, of course, they're from Kansai, in which case they'll just call you for the rest of perpetuity. So most of my Kansai friends just calls me trash in a roundabout way. Right, but if it's a non-native Japanese person, they'll be like, "Oh, that's so interesting, that's so funny. So you're just trash, ha 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 ha." And then it's like, yeah, okay. Yes, and actually, this pronunciation isn't entirely just trash, because there is a surname or last name which has the same pronunciation, and written out it means five tastes or 5 flavors. It's just some interesting thing. I didn't mean for this name to be like this. It wasn't intentional. Because VR chat said that when you make the name, they tell you you can rename yourself every 3 months. I'm like, oh, okay. Let me just do something like random right now just so I can get in the game. And then ever since I went to like Japanese worlds, people think I'm like a weirdo because of my name. It's a very weird name from their perspective. But in exchange, it helped start a lot of conversations that I wouldn't otherwise have. Even till this day. So it's legacy now. Just here. Also, welcome to Fontaine. And welcome back to Fontaine. We've been like this for 2 weeks now. Yes, I'm almost able to play the area in game myself. I just need to finish up some quests and then I can do it. Let me do it. Ooh. Actually, I know all the spoilers to the story already, but I still wanna see it for myself. I don't really mind spoilers. I suppose it does take away from the experience, but for some reason I don't really care. Huh. Is that everything? I have fixed all the white spaces. This is gonna take some time. So now I'm getting paranoid about the tablet dropping. Why did it drop? It's so spooky, man. Because I have this door as well that just kind of once in a while, like I can get it stuck in a corner so that it's a little bit more out of the way. But it can also unlock itself at any time of the day, just randomly. And it makes a really loud noise that it's like squeaking noises, but it also sounds kind of like footsteps and whatnot. Anyways, it's just kind of weird to hear at night in the dark. Hello, Rez. Welcome. Welcome to Fontaine. Be a white space here somewhere. Played too much. I drew on the cart all the way back to the house and gonna pass out soon. Oh my god. Yes, Res, take it easy, man. I think you've worked hard enough every day. Lasso for your hockey. Hockey for your lasso. The only thing I have hotkey is undo and switching of color between the primary and the transparent color. Everything. Oh, and flipping of canvases. Everything else I tap manually on the screen. There's a card drawer. What kind of furniture are you? I've never used the touchscreen one either. Mine doesn't have that feature. Because it was going to be like a couple $100 more expensive if it were to have it. And the tablet itself was really expensive enough back then. So I don't have it. Space here? Oh, I'm hungry again. Oh, yes, yes. I mean, like, literally selecting my tools like this, as you have seen so far. Should be alright. Oh, yes, you're right. Indeed. I always forget that the reference thing is there. Let me get rid of this. Actually, let me open up the other reference then. The one with all the hair stuff. That's actually in the anatomy one, but... Oh, interesting. Gradient near the face gets redder. I mean, this is a different character, but the top there's brushstrokes, and there's gradient at the bottom, brushstrokes on the top. Clothing wise, we have lighting, shadow, and then the gradient along the border. That feels like a gradient mask. Sorry, a gradient map. What am I talking about? It looks pretty consistent everywhere. A little bit of blue, huh? Learning art is like, will be a process. A lot of times, like, so first started drawing anatomy, all my lines look wobbly. I don't know what the form's supposed to be. I don't know what the shape is supposed to look like. It feels so foreign, and then over time it sort of builds up into like, oh, you know, obviously I'm gonna draw the form like this. This is the ribcage, this is the hips. Obviously it goes from wide to thin to wide, and stuff like that. And then for the Terminator, it's supposed to be like some kind of color fall off, or like the material's color. But in this case here, the material is like kind of gray, and it's the reddish kind of gray, I think. It's not the bluish kind of gray. And the lighting seems not blue either. So, but then now there's blue on Terminator. So this is like, this used to look really weird and foreign, but now it's just like, oh yeah, people just trying to add colors. Makes sense. It's like a journey of just constantly like, this is weird, this is weird. Oh wait, no, that makes sense, that makes sense, that makes sense. So many things need time to happen. It's like, wouldn't have been able to accept any of this all those years ago. Right, and this is the last part that I see here for the ribbons. Rip, rip. I guess the accessories kind of change for every one. And the metals. So most likely after the base colors, I'll have to drop off. This will probably take the rest of the week to finish. It probably take like 2 more streams to finish. Because it's not too much to do, but it's still gonna take a while here. How many more tablet drops? Ooh. That is the question. Could be none. Probably at most one more, I think. At most one more. No way, right? I don't... My streak of like, what? It's like 50, 40 streams of not dropping my tablet. Over in an instant. It's really been a while, yeah. Like ever since the beginning, like 10, 15, 13, 14, somewhere there, I think I dropped like two times in a row or something. Because I set it up back up wrong. Ever since then, I've been pretty good at managing it, but how the mighty have fallen. Rest in pieces. What am I looking for? I'm trying to look for the more of the metallic pieces that I didn't even bother drawing. Of course it's not there. What am I doing? Clothing. I felt... Ah, Mooncaster. Thank you for saying that. It's always very heartwarming to hear that people find my videos helpful. To me, I think they're kind of stupid because I didn't really break down anything other than the layers. I think I mentioned this a lot of times on stream. Might be getting a little bit annoying right now, but I really wish I could do more. My goal was to tell you exactly how to get into the mind of this artist, to be like, this is how you become, how you do this style, but I don't have that skill yet, so hopefully in the future, like in the future when I get into studying one artist repeatedly over and over and over and over, then I can probably be a little bit more clear as to like why, I think. You think so? I felt like the opposite. I do agree in the sense that my goal was to be very targeted in terms of like, this is what you, or rather this is what I think some people need to know in order to do this. One piece of drawing. But the problem is that it's a very specific one piece of drawing thing. So beyond that one piece of drawing, I can't help. I can't do any more for people watching it. Which is fine, I guess, I suppose. Maybe it was too arrogant to think that I could in the first place. But yes, but this is not my final form. This is not my final form. I gotta go more. Yeah. I know your values, color theory, and I know the tools, the layers, the program. Oh, that's a very, very helpful feedback, actually. Know the tools, the layers, the program. Yes, how do the layers work? How do they interact? Yes, how do the layers get stacked onto each other? How might you go about, say, approaching this really complex piece of illustration and being like, oh, you know, you can sort of split it into these ways. Like, you get a background set of layers, you get a character set of layers, you get a set of layers for the hair, you get the base color, the shadows, the terminator, the secondary shadow that goes in, stuff like that. I suppose, yeah, that is the value that I was trying to provide back then. Huh. I guess I kind of forgotten what I was going for. Huh. In the, what was it, like June of 2023 was it, when I did the first Ask one? I think back then my goal was also just be like, you know, I don't know if anyone's gonna watch this, but at the very least, this is one way that you could, you know, potentially achieve a similar result. Wait, I should stop using gray for the clothing. I cannot tell what is what. How to do layers for rendering. Oh, okay. That's interesting. The my background one was also a breakthrough moment for myself. Because before doing that study, I was like, damn, this looks really complicated. Then I did that, I'm like, wait a second. I can use a scrap brush to draw clouds and it looks kind of okay. Like, what? And I never drew anything ever after that again for the nice guy. Rip. Ah, man, there's so much left to do in this channel. We're gonna do all the clothing stuff, we're gonna do all the coloring stuff, we're gonna do the background stuff. Honestly, background is more important to me than any of this anatomy and clothing stuff. Because that's where you tell the story. At least for me. And that's also a lot harder to do. Man, I need to rethink my roadmap, honestly. My roadmap is a little bit off course. It's a very holistic thing that is meant to fill a gap that I think I've misidentified. Yes. Thank you, Mooncaster. I think I needed to hear that. I think I do need to hear that. Unfortunately, videos will be out for a while. For the rest of the year, at least. It's always quite the conflict. There's so many things I want to do. I don't know what's follow your heart, right? Do what you want to do at the moment. Also, did I color this the wrong way? I need to see the hair layer real quick. Did I erase it? I think I did. Okay then. Oh, that's fine. Yes, follow my heart. My heart is telling me to play Genshin. I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. My heart is telling me to go back to my waifu in Fontaine. If Burina came home in one pool, is that not true love? That must be true love. Never experienced true love before. By one pool, I mean one temple, but anyways. 90% of the time I draw on 3 layers, or one for lion, one for race guy. Oh, good night, Walnut. Thank you for dropping by. Thanks to everyone for dropping by. Raz, that is a sign of strength. That is such a sign of strength. If I only have 1 layer, I literally... Like, I'm literally too mentally weak to handle it, because I will get too freaked out. I'll be too afraid to put things down, because I know that if I put things down and I draw and draw and draw, and then down the line, my undo history is filled up and I cannot go back to this point, then I'll get too afraid. And then for some reason in those situations, I always forget that I can just copy and paste the layer and keep it as backup. But anyways. No, Furina Berna is gone. Also, like, I do agree with the RNG manipulation. It almost feels like it's manipulated because I haven't played for 4 years or 3 years, right? I stopped in the middle of Inazuma, and I came back and the first pool gives me a 5-star, and I was kind of like, And then my friend came back. Yeah, my friend came back after 2 years of not playing, and she got Beressa in the first temple. And I'm like, wait a second, maybe they're doing something interesting here. Shit, I'm on the wrong layer. In terms of not bring good results, because some things get muddy, unfortunately, yeah. I think like using 1 layer is really like using a pen to sketch, isn't it? You kind of have to know what you're doing. Some adjustments once done, you start painting, you can't really go back to adjust like a big area anymore. Yeah. Then to use 1 layer on dealing with free-flowing forms like clouds. You want that uncertainty. That is good advice. That is good advice. Yeah, that is good advice, I think. I would still keep it on a separate layer just because I can play with the colors and gradient it out around. But I think it's interesting to keep in mind that I should merge it at the end and do some blending and paint over it that way. What is up with my lines here? I just forget to erase the line for the face. Which layer is this on? What you got? Okay, no, but I never won a single 50-50 early pity. Never? Oh my god, never. When I learn color, I do it in one selection. I mean, you can do it in something, plan out every detail, then do finished work. Yeah, like, that is true. Yeah, that is true, right? I mean, you can use all the layers you want when doing planning. And then when you paint, you go in and paint. That makes sense. I feel like I've arrived at this conclusion before. Just forgot about it. If I had all the answers, if I knew all the colors I want to use. No, but I will still do separate one because I can control the shapes more easily. Oh. That's how they put you. But got just annoying. Hey, pay reminds you to pay daily chance. Yeah, like that's the what's that? The expected amount of money you need to spend to get a bunch of like what's that? The full C6 on your characters is so crazy. Like going out to like somewhere and then be like, oh, would you like to buy this thing for like 500 bucks? Like no. And then when you play gacha, it's like, yeah, hell yeah. Like give me that 50-50 chance of getting what I want. Give me that. Yeah, I also keep seeing Wua's. Is it Wua? Or is it Star Rail? I forgot which one it is, but Asterisk? Like this girl that like got like a PV or something recently? I'm not 100% sure. I keep seeing them on Twitter today. Cantarella. Wait, is Cantarella the lady that did the thing with the cherry? I think she is. So why am I getting complaints for my music? I thought Genshin music is fine. Hasn't it always been fine? Maybe the message is just stuck. Huh. Still stuck here. Damn, Res. Oh, okay, the message is gone now. So I guess it's stuck from the previous thing. Yes, Cat King, the Castoris girl is like the one who touched something and it dies. And then Cantarella is the cherry lady. Not the best way to put it. What is the significance of the tacit mark? What does the word tacit mean? I'm starting to slur my words. Amazing. Starting to happen. Oh, it's a rest. Oh, silent. Okay, okay. Wait, in the original one, okay, it covers. Okay, it literally covers. That means the eye lines needs to be put down below the. Oh, that means I messed up. I should have put the hair layer on top instead of the one at the bottom. Might cause some issues later. We'll fix it when we get there. Okay, does Key do the blurring for the eyes? Let me see. Doesn't look like it. It's like a very sharp line. Oh, I also forgot about the blush lines. Ah, okay. Good night, Duvet. I'm assuming that's what you meant. What? What? This is a reference I don't get. Is there a line there? Oh, Mia, you're here. Hello, hello. Apparently I got sniped. Is this one of those? It's like one of those 4chan chats. There's a... Look out, guy, there's a snap. I did. Yeah, don't worry about it, Mia. I'm just as confused as you are. At this at this point I should just like design like a cafe in Fontaine. And then we can it's my VTuber background, but I'm from Fontaine. For fuck's sake, at this point. Wasted my yesterday researching VR headsets. Yeah, it's okay, Mia. I'm also very confused. Might be a Wuwa thing. Because we were talking about Wuwa. Closer even worse than I thought. Yes, we have fun here, Mooncaster. We have fun here. Isn't it fun? Not a woo thing. Does no one know what he's talking about? Does no one know what Duvet is talking about? Also, yeah, it's complaining about copyright music for Fontaine now. What? Did they just put it in to the system? Clothing is a mystery that you have to unfold. Unfold. Nice. I think I'm insane. Is it Japanese learning time? There's a word for this. What is Sugumomo? What is this thing? Japanese manga series started in 2007. Alright, synopsis. So, an ordinary boy finds his life turned upside down, his late mother's obi transformed into a girl wearing a kimono. She happens to be some kind of a god. Gain a soul through long years of harmony with their owners. Interesting. Is this even lolly? Anyways. Danganronpa soundtrack. Okay, let me put that into my YouTube history so I can try that tomorrow. Do we have like calm music though? If it's gonna be like battle music, it's gonna be a little bit tricky. I haven't done my dishes yet. I guess I'll just not do them. Turns out if you just rinse it with water, you can still use the thing. Just keep whatever junk is in there, try to wash it off as much as possible, and then just use it. It's okay. More funky music, mystery music, very chilled out. Like listening to music only works for me if I know the music beforehand, so I might need a few days to get it sequenced into my head. Otherwise, the new tunes are gonna be kind of distracting. But I do agree that we should get some new stuff in here. I've never had this case where like Fontaine music with like what? I've never had a case where I don't get sick of the music like what I'm experiencing with Fontaine, which is insane to me. They usually get so boring so quick. I would understand, I would remember the melody, it would get stuck, and then even if I don't listen to the music, it would get played in my head, and then over just a couple of days, it would get really monotonous. It's been 2 weeks with Fontaine, I think. V3's Beautiful Lie. Give me all that music. Cool. Something NG. Please share it with the rest of us. Jesus Christ, I'm actually slurring my words. I guess it is time to say goodbye. Just like what, that opera? To the opera. Time to say goodbye. Alright, Kirio, share with us what is this NG thought that you have. Yes. And we'll end it on that note. Is it kind of self-set incest a gender event? Isn't it? Like, I don't think those are mutually exclusive. Why not all of them? Hell yeah. That sounds like a good chance to use the polling function. This is all getting archived. It's just amazing. Is it working? I cool. Now we got a poll going. Oh yeah. First poll. Very important question. Yes, Rez. Good night, Rez. What a question. It's our first poll. We gotta make it memorable. I hope it is. Because no going back. This is the one and only first poll. Good night, Rez. Okay, I'll give it like, I don't know, 60 seconds more. So this is what it feels like to be you know, on the what's that word? On the side that's creating the poll. I guess this is what it looks like. Yeah, someone new is gonna find this stream. I guess to some extent, it wasn't like this a month ago. Look, we're what's the word? What is this word in English? We're growing? Is growing the right word? Yeah, I'm gonna... Okay. Okay, I guess it is time to call it. And then, get some sleep. Ponder. About the truth of the universe. And of course, to the answer to this question. And, here it is. 11 votes. We have 72% all of the above, 18% self-cess, 9% gender bend, 0% incest. I guess incest you need a partner. There we go. One more important piece of information, one more important piece of wisdom we can add to the collective wisdom of the world. And I'm gonna drop off here. Tomorrow we continue with more clothing. So now the plan is like quick figure drawing a bunch of clothing and then do some illustration rendering and work through this few weeks to the end of the month, and then it will be pure illustrations then when we get there. Yes. Anyways, thanks for coming, guys. Thanks for chatting and having fun with me. Of course, Mooncaster. We do have a Discord as well if you want to chat with the others off stream. Warnut has taken, and so has everyone else, but we have like a collection of references as well that's been building, that's been categorized, and I'm very proud of it. It's better than some other ones that I've seen. Yes, Zuve, I'm ending stream because we've been on for 3.5 hours, so respectable amount of time, and then continue tomorrow. Yes, let's gather some of this. Oyasumi.